Hey everybody, it's Brian Gillooly with Data Center World, and here is another of our Meet the Speakers. I've got Christian Pruett with me. He is the Director of Data Center Services for Arrow Electronics, and he's going to be talking about the brief history of the data center at Data Center World. And Christian, I'm pretty intrigued by this because we have a track at Data Center World that is tailor-made for this this particular session. It's called Data Center Essentials, and in this track, it's all the sessions are tailored to either people who are new to the data center or people who are veterans of the data center who might be wanting to learn part of the data center, like IT professionals wanting to learn more about facilities. Tell us about the brief history of the data center. What are some people, the attendees, going to be taking away from your session?
Sure thing. Thanks for having me, Brian. So many people know what data centers do. They understand the concepts of how they support IT systems and the underlying infrastructure. They even understand how they work as far as electrical delivery or cooling. But most people don't know why they exist. How is it that they came to exist in the first place? What are the series of events that brought data centers together for all the facilities that we see here in the 2020 timeframe? There are 7 main areas of a data center, and in this session, we're going to go into each one of those and talk a bit about how they came to be, the real why behind the scenes.
Very cool. I'm excited to see that, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff I've never heard, and you kind of wonder, how did that get to that point? That'll be very intriguing. Is there anything through the history of data centers that surprised you the most? Is there, some revelation that you'll share with the attendees?
I think a lot of it comes through how ordinary men and women are responsible for working in different areas completely dissimilar from the data center, and their contributions made data centers what they are today. So we're going to talk about the weird dotted lines that traverse all these different disciplines. For example, what does Abe Lincoln have to do with the location of the Google data centers today? What does a Greek philosopher have to do with the way that UPSs work today? Or even the wine press and the printing press, how those led to the modern air conditioning systems that we use today.
And I've got to go see this one now because I want to know how Abe Lincoln relates to data centers. But so that kind of begs the question, why is it important to know the history of data centers? You started off saying, we know how they work and we know how to troubleshoot and how to optimize them and all that sort of stuff. Why is it important to know about the history of data centers?
It's important to know the history of data centers because the rate of change is going exponentially today. The technology that we're deploying into data centers, even from 5 years ago, is radically different from the data center that we see today. While some of the foundations haven't changed in 130 years, we're going to see this exponential curve, this rapid production and progression of technology. And so it's important that everybody understands how little observations, little changes in the world today can have dramatic effects another 10 years down the road, another 5 years out from right now.
Absolutely. And it's apropos too, because this is the 40th anniversary of Data Center World. And we'll be talking a lot about history, but also certainly looking forward. So this will be a terrific session. Thanks for doing it for us. We appreciate it.
Not a problem. I think it's going to meet the needs of people who've never been to a Data Center World event before. Maybe they've never even stepped into a data center, but it's also going to appeal to people who've got tons of experience and knowledge. If you work in the mechanical side of the house or the electrical side of the house, maybe you're an end user, this is going to help open your eyes to what data centers really do for us and understand what your role is and how you can have a dramatic effect on the world of data centers today.
Excellent. That's what it's all about. So, Christian, thanks very much. If you're interested in joining us at Data Center World, just go to datacenterworld.com and sign up. We'll see you there.
See you in San Antonio. Not a problem.
Take care.